Hey everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a while. This week we're going to cover a couple things real quick. We're going to cover pretty much how the honeymoon went. We're going to cover some changes to the channel that you're going to see and a couple of small things here for gaming that I kind of came across and that we've picked up. So if any or all that sounds interesting to you guys, stick around. So, as noted, we're now back from the honeymoon. We are about 2 weeks back now, and as you may have noticed, there wasn't a new episode that came out last Monday, and that kind of brings us to the first point, really, of, I guess, the channel, but we'll get to that. But the honeymoon went really, really well. Travel was great. Travel went very smooth. The trip was great. The cruise was awesome. The folks that actually work on those things are phenomenal at what they do. They're very attentive. They're very kind, funny. They're just good people to be around. And I know it's, you know, they're paid to do that sort of a thing, but it was kind of like a family away from, like a home away from home is what they made it feel like, which was really nice. Aside from like the last couple of days of the cruise, everything was smooth as far as the waters were concerned. Beautiful weather, again, except for the last couple of days. We got a little bit of rain, but it's the Caribbean. What can you expect, you know? So now we're back home and we're trying to get back in the swing of things. The wife is in the process of finding a place to work after her externship now that she's graduated officially and finished her coursework. She is studying for her certification that she has to take here in a couple months, and she's going to kill it like she usually does. And that's what she's up to. I'm still trying to get my feet under me at work. It's really, as great as 2 weeks off is, I don't know if I could do 2 weeks consecutive off unless we were to travel to some place, like actually fly over to like Europe or something like that again. But trying to get back on my feet following 2 weeks has been really a bit of a struggle with keeping focus and getting back into the groove of things. And the amount of things that I missed in the course of 2 weeks, well, it wasn't great. There were some pretty big things that I have to kind of get myself up to speed with, but that's all fun stuff. So for the channel, we are going to kind of take a little bit of a step back, I think. The amount of time that this stuff takes for a hobby is something that kind of far outweighs the enjoyment that I was kind of getting out of it. And I came to this conclusion, I think, before we even left, but talking to a few folks in the community and talking to my wife, they are on the same page as me. Pretty much, there's no real need to do a set cadence. This isn't an income, this is a hobby. I'll put things out as I come across them, or if I have something to talk about, whether it be gaming related news or what I'm actually up to, if I'm doing some stuff here and there. So we're going to be a little less frequent. It's not going to be every week. It may not even be every 2 weeks. It might be every 3. It might be once a month. We'll just kind of see how it goes as far as for these videos are concerned. Now there's others where it's going to be maybe gameplay that I might put up here and there. I still have a backlog of things from Far Cry 5, which we'll still have to finish. We'll get those edited up and put out and everything else of that sort. But I don't, you know, just stay tuned. I appreciate the folks that have stuck around for as long as you have and had, you know, not unsubscribed over the course of the last few weeks, given the lack of content that's kind of come out. I know I had some stuff scheduled while we were on the cruise, but this past week has really been sparse. Sorry if you were looking forward to something or if you were expecting something to come out, but judging by the views that were being received and generated off of some of the videos, it wasn't all that big of a deal that folks were missing it anyway. So I'm going to kind of keep the channel more for me, building and supporting the community that I joined with the Offset Collective, but not putting so much pressure as to it has to be at a set cadence, because I feel like with that, then it starts really kind of cutting into some of the enjoyment of things too, right? You feel rushed to get through a game or feel rushed to get to a certain point or to edit some videos. You might miss some things. You may not want to really go through it. You may not want to necessarily share it. Sometimes you just want to enjoy a game for yourself. And so that's kind of what I'm going to go through and do. Otherwise, in the non-video game side of things, what we did as soon as we got home and were able to restart our mail after having paused it is we put on order through Amazon the Hero Realms character decks, and we have yet to actually open them. They've been here for about a week now. Maybe not quite, but we got all 5 of the actual character packs, which is the Ranger, the Fighter, the Wizard, the Thief, and the Cleric. What those decks allow us to do is actually to then play the co-op mode or game expansion that we got for Hero Realms. Speaking of, we did play a couple of games while on the cruise to help kind of pass some of the time, because eventually we'd get to a point where we were just kind of walking around. We didn't want to sit in the cabin because it wasn't all that big, but we would just maybe play a round or two of Hero Realms, and I'm pretty sure for the whole of the cruise she ended up winning, I think, 5 of the 4, 3. She won more than I did, basically. And at one point in time she actually had a very good hand where she dealt How much damage did you deal?
Huh?
How much damage did you deal in that one turn?
Oh god. Wasn't it 30 something?
It was like 36 damage and you healed yourself for like 29.
Yeah. I don't think it was 29. It was in the 20s. I think it was lower, like 20, 21.
Oh, I thought it was higher than that. I thought you were like, damn. Yeah, no, it was like 29. Because you were, yeah, because I remember thinking you're like only 5 or 6 away from what you actually dealt to me and you just kind of gained it back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It hurt. It hurt a lot. So, thanks, babe. Hey, pup. So, basically, we did a couple of games like that. She was really good at the strategy, but with the expansion now we can actually play together against a common enemy, and that'll be kind of fun to see how that plays out. Additionally, I picked up another new game. It was only about $22, and it's not old. Well, it's not new, I should say. It's new to us. It came out in 2012, apparently, which I had never heard about it until last year, but we did the Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards Duel at Mount Skull's Fire, and I've seen this one played on tabletop. You know, Senor Will Wheaton played it with some friends of his who are also celebs and all that fun stuff. So it was cool to kind of see that played, and we can play it now. And I feel like the mechanics of it are very simple and straightforward to where both her and I can actually grasp it very quickly. And it seems like it's a fairly quick playing game once you kind of get the hang of it. We still have Tiny Epic Kingdoms. We have yet to actually play it. I think I played 1 or 2 walkthroughs, solo mode of my own, and I don't know. I think that'll be fun whenever you actually get more people involved, but I don't think I really caught exactly what it was I was supposed to be doing to that game. So, other than that, back into the video game realm of things, I haven't really touched the Xbox other than to play movies on it, really. Goodness. I'm going to kind of leave the Xbox to its own devices. I'll pick it up here and there, but I'm not going to put as much emphasis on it. I ended up having Game Pass for a month for free. I got somehow a second month for free. Oh, it was through the Microsoft Rewards. I got one of those for free. And I have since actually canceled it. The reason being is because if I'm not going to be playing as much of the Xbox as I was planning originally, there's no point to kind of keep that. I'll keep Gold going only because it's then going to allow me to play multiplayer online whenever I need to, and or some of the other games that I've already downloaded that I want to keep playing. Aside from that, in the PC game realm, I know that I had started the first episode of WildStar. I had recorded a second one. I have yet to edit and put up. I may put that one up too, but I'm actually going to change focus as far as MMOs, and thanks to our friends over at the Versatile Anomaly, Mr. Sean, I am getting back into playing World of Warcraft. And it has been since November of 2016 since I've actually played the game. So about 2 months after Legion came out, which is the most recent X-Pack or expansion, I kind of stopped playing because I got into a guild that was a friend in real life who said that they were really laid back and casual. They ended up being probably the biggest group of assholes I've ever actually had to deal with in gaming, and it sucked the fun of it right out of there for me. So, thanks to Sean, he has actually invited me and anybody else who would like to join who's along the same like minds of just casual to join. So I did, and now I'm going to be playing Horde characters, which is first for me. I had always played Alliance, and I'd also always played Locke. I completely forgot that I made my main character a hunter following the expansion launch, and I leveled him up first, and he's now sitting at level 110. I'm trying to get a couple other things kind of unlocked here and there, but the Warlock's sitting at like 102. I don't really think I played him because I don't think I enjoyed the class whenever this new expansion kind of came out. But I am going to be pre-ordering the expansion for it. Probably later today, if I can. Today's, nice payday, so we can actually do that and just have it done with. But gonna pre-order the expansion. I may end up transferring a character over and doing a faction change just so that I don't have to necessarily, force some things here and there or whatever else like that. I know I've got one pending that I definitely want to bring over. But other than that, we're just kind of getting the feel for it again. I have forgotten a hell of a lot about the game because of how rich it is and how much there is to know. And it's a lot. It's daunting. But fortunately, I at least have some base knowledge of what it was. And then it's just a reminder of remembering because it's been almost 2 years since I played. So, yeah, other than that, I'm just going to be playing that kind of casually and enjoying it. And the guild is all about that. They're all about letting people play the games that they want to play and enjoy them the way that they're meant to be enjoyed, which is however their play style is. And I like that a lot. So, If you or anyone that you know would like to join the actual gaming community that I'm a part of, called the Offset Collective, feel free to come on in and join. We're averaging about 1 to 2 people joining the community every week or so. Nice to see growth, nice to see new faces, get to know some new people. We are all about being, friendly, fun, and having fun, and not being the absolute jerks that some of the gaming communities tend to make the reputation for themselves. But if you'd like to join it, the link to the Discord is going to be below. Below also, you'll find a link to the Offset Collective's website, as well as a link to the Offset Collective's, a direct link to the podcast that they have recently started. It is now on episode 3, so you still have some time to catch up if you would like to. It's our two founders, if you will, Mr. Noisy Cricket and the Bear Grimms, all sitting around a table having some conversations about games and other fun life events and such like this. So with that, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I am going to go have some fun with my wife. We're going to go grab a bite to eat, do something, I don't know. Oh, we're going to get bubble tea. I'm going to get bubble tea. So, yep, hope everybody is doing well. Hope you are healthy, happy, and having fun and safe. Keep safe. I know there's some weather that's been out there. We had a couple really bad storms come through our way. So stay safe, folks, and we will catch you guys all next time, whenever that may be. Until then, keep an eye out, and yeah, appreciate it, everybody. See ya.